What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 70, and today we're returning with two massive games with our Bluebirds as take on Lech Poznan in the second leg of our Europa League round of 32 tie, and then take on Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final as well. Before we play the games though, just can't be getting off camera, and also show you a new signing to the team as well. And let's get to the signings first, because everyone loves the signings, and it was a loan deal, so don't get too excited, but the only signing made in January, Andrew Ferguson, a new gen/regen right-sided player, came from Manchester United on a loan deal. We're only paying us £9,500 a week on his wages, £9,750 a week. On his wages. He's here till the end of the season, no monthly fee either, so it's just a really cheap deal, this one, and it provides cover for the right hand side as well, because as we know and we've seen throughout the course of the season, Jason and Sterling both picking up injuries here and there, and as they were both injured at the same time, I felt we could need some get some more depth down the right hand side, and Ferguson was ideal really, not having to pay a fee, and just a very cheap contract as well. So Ferguson in, and he also made his debut in the first game off camera as well, where of course in the last episode you saw our 2-0 win over West Ham in the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, and in the 2-0 defeat away at the Etihad in the Premier League as well. As you can see, 9 games off camera. It was a very long run, and I'll try to be quick with this, but you know how long I take to get through the intro. We started the run off camera win against MK Dons in the FA Cup third round replay at home after the stalemate away from home, and we won by 4-0. Brushed aside the Dons, won't show you all the goals, but we scored 3 goals in 30 minutes, including Andrew Ferguson scoring on his debut, which was nice to see in a very comfortable win to go through to the 4th round. And after that, a 3-0 win at home to Southampton back in the Premier League, so returning to winning ways domestically in the league. Sessegnon scored twice. What a season Ryan's having for us this year. And also Maria, who scored our second goal, scored a wonderful goal as well. Amazing little technique on the volley there as he sliced it into the far corner. Lovely goal in a good 3-0 win. Following out a 2-1 defeat to West Ham in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final, where we did lose the battle but did also win the war, as we went through in the end 3-2 on aggregate. West Ham scored 2 goals with the same player, Andre Lungu, scoring both of the goals. And with 7 minutes to go, it was looking like we were going into extra time, and I was feeling pretty nervous at this point that a cup set could occur and be on the cards. But 7 minutes to go, Presnel Kimpembe. This guy is just so bloody reliable, man. Comes up good like he always does. Heads us into the final with the big goal, and I was so relieved, because I could see West Ham turning that game on its head there and getting through to the final, but instead Kimpembe rescued us and ensures we're through to the Carabao Cup final, where again you'll see the game today against Chelsea. Following that, a 3-0 winning at Huddersfield Town away from home in the FA Cup 4th round to reach the 5th round. Once again, Harry Maguire welcoming us, but we spoiled the welcome, if you will. Scored 3 goals in the game. Woodburn got us up and underway 20 minutes in for a penalty, and then later on in the game, Rabiota made it 2-0. The Italians linked up for the goals to find Rabiota. Very nice to see. And Kimpembe got his second goal in 2 games as well in stoppage time, making it 3-0. And our final game in January was a 2-0 victory away against Bournemouth in the Premier League. Maria scoring just before the break with a slide tackle, very unconventional and unorthodox strike, but they all count as he made it 1-0. And then the OG scored with 60 minutes to go to make it 2-0. Not had a great season for us, Gonzalez. Had a few injury problems to deal with, but either way, not been too great in his goal-to-game ratio this year after a great first season for us, but still made it 2-0 and wrapped the points up. And following out our first game in February, big game in the Premier League at home to Spurs, and we beat them by 3-1. Harry Kane gave Spurs the lead, but like against them in the Carabao Cup quarter-final back in December, Kane may have scored the opening goal, but we came from behind to win it. And Peleo Maria, well, it was great to see. He shrugged off the dreads playing in big matches tag, at least for this game. We know he can't come good in big games, but he certainly did in this one. Bagged a hat-trick in this game. His first hat-trick of the season as well. The goal was coming at 25 and minute 30 in the first half, and there were 3 minutes to go, made it 3-1. But the first goal, and the goal that Spurs scored, Kane's goal. Onana, the howler, dropping the corner. I mean, how many chances am I going to give this guy, man? Seriously, so frustrating. But to be fair, the goal Maria scored, his first goal, was a goalkeeping error too, hitting the ball against him as it trickled into the back of the net. So, like I always say, goalkeepers in this CSFM, you got to put up with it. They're just all terrible. And after that, 2-2 draw at home to Watford. Disappointing slip up this one against the Hornets. We led on 2 separate occasions in the game. The first goal being an own goal from their goalkeeper, which sadly I thought Rabiot should have claimed, but unfortunately not. The goal taken away from the wonder kid, and then Hernandez made it 1-1 6 minutes later. Maria put us back in front 20 minutes after the restart. With a minute to go, we just switched off in the last minute. Geordie, this is our happened quite a few times since we signed him. The ball just seems to go over his head, and he's so tall, he's so big, but he just seems to lose his bearings. He did it again, just seemed to lose where he was on the pitch, and eventually a cross came into Wilson, who made it 2-2 as Watford grabbed the point. And our last two games off camera, pretty disappointing. A goalless draw away in Poland in the first leg of the Europa League first knockout round. I wanted a couple of away goals to take back to Wales, didn't get a single one, and we almost lost the game as well. Andre Onana, I mean, you saw a moment ago, this guy's errors are just inexcusable sometimes. I mean, he almost cost us this game. Last minute, Lech Poznan launched the ball forward. He's under no pressure whatsoever. He doesn't need to pick the ball up, but he does. He picks the ball up on his goal, on the edge of the goal line, on the edge of the penalty area, sorry, and he carries it outside of the box, gives away a free kick, gets a booking for his troubles, and from the free kick I was thinking, if they score from this, he's axed from the team until the new season. That is inexcusable, but thankfully he saved a resulting header, as he did keep the clean sheet and redeem himself. But either way, had that gone in, I would have been absolutely livid. Final score 0-0 though, and in the final game of camera, the 5th round of the FA Cup, beat Bournemouth by 1-0. Vic Camarasa heading in the only goal of the game from OG's cross, as we won the game by 1-0 and made it through to the 6th round, where, as you'll see, we're going to do the draw together today, just before the Lech Poznan game. And right now, due to this run off camera, this is how things are looking in the Premier League. We're in 3rd place with 12 games to go. We're 11 points off United, but like I said throughout the course of the season, even though at times Chelsea and City have been close to them, it's been their title to lose. They've only conceded 8 goals in 26. They've been unbelievable. It's their title to lose. And, I mean, they're not going to lose it, let's be honest here. It's their title, and they're going to win it again. Well, I should say win it again, regain it after Liverpool won it 4 of the past 6 years. But it's funny, it's been Liverpool and United dominant throughout the save. Only Chelsea are the other team outside of those two that have won the title in the save so far. But you're in 3rd place right now, and look at how tight it is as well. Right now, it's just 2 points separating 4 teams. 3 teams even. Us, City, and Arsenal, who right now sit on the outside looking in the race for top 4. But very close though, 12 games to go, still a lot of football to be played, and whilst we are still in the Champions League places, long way to go. How was that? Quick or slow? I think probably slow. You know what I'm like. I can't stop rambling on when I'm showing you the highlights. I think it's just because I want to show you exactly what's happened off camera, so you can sort of stay informed with the save, even when you're not seeing the games on camera. But also as well, one quick thing to point out is that Carl Zelenya had a bid from Manchester United, and we rejected it. He wasn't happy. He came to me in a one-on-one talk, and I basically just said to him, look, I know you want to go to United, but if we fail to qualify for the Champions League, then I'll let you go at the end of the season. So if we don't make the top 4, Lenya's going to want to leave for the start of next season. So we promised OG last year we'll make the top 4. We did. And we've got to do it now to keep Carls as well, who, again, this season has been absolutely phenomenal. One of our best players this year. 10 goals and 25 in the Premier League, and had a really good year for us at number 8. And yeah, so the draw for the last 8. Let's find out who will be taking on in the 6th round. In the quarterfinals, it's going to be... Oh, thank God, not Liverpool. Oh, but that's not... Of course I have to jinx it. Oh, thank God, not Liverpool. Okay, fine, we'll take on the league leaders, dominating the Premier League away from Old Trafford, shall we? How's that for you, JC? United away in the quarterfinals. Sorry, the last 16 even, of the FA Cup. I mean, it was just going to happen, wasn't it? It was just going to happen. Manchester United away at Old Trafford. Brilliant. Bring them on. But I don't think we'll be retaining the trophy this year. I doubt we'll be getting through that tie making the last 8. Anyway, first game of the 2 today is indeed Lech Poznan. In the round of 32, second leg back in Wales after the draw in Poland. I've got to be honest here, this is going to be a very nervy test here in Wales. We've not been playing too well of late, haven't lost a game since January, but only 1 win in our last 3 games, goalless away in Poland. This is going to be a very nervy game, and if they get a goal, don't forget, we'll need to score 2 due to the away goal ruling. So right now in the injury report, only Jason is injured. Can you believe it? Just 1 injury. I mean, consider how played we've been this season. That's a miracle. Jason's still out, and again, we're not going to see him until around April time, I'd say. March at the very earliest, but probably April. And also as well, Sterling even is coming back from those sprained knee ligaments. He's been sort of in and out of the team for the past couple of weeks, so I mean, gradually easing him back into the lineup, but he's not really fit enough to start. We're going to start him regardless to get his match chances up, and this is our team. 4-2-3-1, and this side lineup. Henderson in goal, because I'm not playing Onana after last week. Fuck that. And the back four has gone Cowes, Kimpembe, Jordan, Odriozola. Really strong back four, because today, keeping a clean sheet is crucial if we are to qualify. Midfield duo, Ramsey, the veteran, and Scott McTominay. And the attacking midfield duo, Rabiota on the left, a kid, Sterling on the right, and Elneny through the middle, and Maria up top. On the bench, Onana holding Sessegnon, Ferguson, Gonzalez, Woodburn, Poznan and Pedro Antonio as well. So first game, it's Lech Poznan. Concede and we're in trouble. Get a couple of early goals and we're surely going through. Let's find out what happens. Come on, you Bluebirds. This is going to be an interesting team talk here, and I think I need to stay calm for it as well. Not get assertive or aggressive or passionate, just keep it calm. Keep it calm and remind the boys that if we play our game, we'll win. You're all very capable of that. Man, that's done fuck all. Pressure's off tonight, and when you go out there and play your natural game. Yeah. This is what I was talking about in the last episode though. The team talks at times, they just don't do anything unless you go calmly, I have faith. And it's kind of frustrating because, again, you want to see those different team talks and those different words of encouragement give different responses because, again, it can just get a bit repetitive knowing that there's only one option for a guaranteed good reaction. And it's nice, it's nice to have a change every now and then, but the change, as Rabiota goes for goal and Dragovski puts it on for a corner, you'd like to have a change and to get different responses. It's just to vary things up a little bit. You guys know me, I love the psychological aspect of the game. And it'll be nice if next year, again, those changes get made as Rabiota again, Chester goalkeeper. But anyway, still 0-0. I'll shut up now because we had a good start here. Very strong lineup tonight, even with the Carabao Cup final coming in 3 days' time. Got to make sure we get the job done because going out at this stage against Lech Poznan as well, no disrespect to them, but a team we should be beating would be embarrassing. And as Rabiota finds Sterling, I want that early goal. And we've not got it yet. As Odriozola fires off target. Excellent start this though. Really putting him under pressure and up against the ropes right from kickoff. That's what you want really, isn't it? You want a fast start in a game where there is a little bit of tension. You could feel the tension coming into the ground today, or tonight I should say. You could feel the tension. The fans are a little bit nervous out there because they know this is a route to the Champions League. Not just a piece of silverware, but a ticket to the Champions League if we can win it. As Rabiot crosses. And Maria heads off target. Still goalless. The longer it goes on, the more you start to worry. They get a goal against the run of play. We're in deep trouble. Alenya, free kick, plays it back to Odriozola. Fooled everyone there, myself included. As Alvaro sprints forward and will play it out wide towards Jordi. I'd rather him in the box for this attack here as Kimpembe gives it back to our Dutch centre-half. And now the centre-backs playing left wing together. Oh! Presnel Kimpembe, what a cross. Maria makes it 1-0, but referee's going to the VAR. Is it going to get chalked off? Well, the boys are confident because they're going back into our half, and I think it's probably going to stand because normally when they do that, the goal is upheld, and I'm pretty sure it will be. What a cross by Presnel Kimpembe, and it does indeed stand. Goal allowed. Captain tonight, Maria, makes it 1-0. Presnel Kimpembe with a lovely teasing ball to the middle. Caught the goalkeeper out in no man's land. Look at the swerve on that. And Maria turns home. Kimpembe, future position left wing, who knows? That's going to do it for the first half, where we have been absolutely dominant. But I am going to remind the boys at half time, we've got to guard against complacency now. Don't think the job is done. If we concede a goal, we could be in a bit of trouble. So still 1-0 up. I wanted to take some starters off at this point. I thought it'd be like 2 or 3 goals up, but instead I can't really afford to do so because, again, we cannot afford to go out this competition. Get another goal though, hopefully early on, and then I'll take him off with Sunday in mind. Rabiota receives that through ball from Carls, beats the number 5, plays it back to Goncalves, and he'll find the young Italian with space to cross. In it goes to the far post, and it will drop to Paleo, and now Alenya. Oh, and there it is. There it is, the Spaniards combining. Carls continues his fantastic 3rd season in a Cardiff City shirt. Another goal. And you might notice as well, the goals he scores are also pretty much always really nice as well. Rabiot with a lovely toe poke cross to far post. Cleared away. Maria with the awareness, knocks it down. Alenya drills it underneath the body of the man in red. 2-0 Cardiff, surely tie over now. And as we approach the final 10 minutes, I've made all 3 subs now, taking off our starters with Sunday in mind. Sterling, Maria and Alenya now on the bench as Odriozola feeds it into Ferguson off the bench. And I tell you what, this could well prove to be one of the smartest pieces of business of the season. Andrew Ferguson scores his 2nd since signing for us in January and wraps up the win. And that will send us through to the round of 16. Nice ball by Odriozola, and Ferguson squeezes in at a tight angle. I like this kid a lot. 3-0 Cardiff, job done tonight. Odriozola to Ramsey. Oh, shot blocked. I love to see Ramsey get a goal. And Goncalves. Oh! Well, that's even better. Held it Goncalves. He hadn't scored a single goal for the club. And now he's got 2. Oh, it's been chalked off for offside. That's such a shame. He hadn't scored a single goal for the club until this season. And now he's got 2 in the same year. But that's the right call there. He doesn't touch the ball, Pedro Antonio. But he was obstructing the goalkeeper's eye line. And it's interfering with play indirectly, and it's the right call. It's chalked off for offside. Shame though, because that's a beauty of a goal by Helder. This sadly doesn't count. Pedro Antonio, Rabiota, Ferguson. Oh, great save, but turned in. The rebound by Rabiota. So nice to see the Wonder Kid get another goal. And it's 4-0. I tell you, we are not stopping tonight, are we? After that, not disgraceful, but a poor performance away last week in Poland. This is a brilliant response. Ferguson's been great since going off the bench. And Rabiota turns in the rebound. 4-0, job done. You know, it's hard to condense these episodes when there's so many things going on. But anyway, that was a brilliant response to that after the game in Poland. 4-0 the final score. Again, I was a little bit nervous, but I trusted the boys out there tonight. And I did pick a strong lineup, and I'll passionately say I'm very pleased with the result and your performance as well. 4-0 the final score, and into the round of 16. And you'll see the draw in just a moment's time as well, because that's going to come on Friday. Let's find out who we got in the second knockout round. So let's find out who it's going to be. Oh, for goodness sake, not again. And another takeover rumour. Just, Vincent, either sell the club or just stay until you're finished with life, because it's just getting annoying now, and it obviously distracts things. It distracts our players on the pitch as well. But anyway, second knockout round draw. Let's find out who we're taking on in the last 16. Look at the big teams here we're going to try and avoid. Last year it was Arsenal, and I really hope it's not them. I don't know who I want out of these though, because there's so many big teams there. We'll just find out who we've got together. Let's find out. It's going to be, oh, right away, Villarreal. Second tie, first leg coming away in Spain. Have we faced them in the series so far? I don't think we have. So it's going to be Villarreal in the second knockout round. Let's take a look at their team real briefly together. And yeah, some pretty decent players there. Who's that? Oh, Enes Unal plays for them. Okay, alright, pretty decent. 6 in 17 in La Liga right now. Not too bad. I think it's going to be quite a balanced tie, that. I'd put us as favourites, but I think that's going to be quite an even tie, that. I think that's going to be very... they got Bacali as well. I think it's going to be a very even test there. First leg in Spain. When's the first leg? That's going to come at the beginning of March, sandwiched in between Burnley and then Manchester United away in the FA Cup 6th round after that as well. That's got to be the game we come back for there. I've already decided before the episode finishes. Villarreal in the last 16. Even tie, that. Even draw. And so, as we're about to jump into the second and final game of today's episode, is indeed the Carabao Cup final as we take on Chelsea. Of course, we've won it 2 of the past 3 years, but last year it was won by Liverpool. Chelsea, by the way, haven't won it since 2015, which of course happened in real life. So it's their first, I think their first trip to the final, actually, isn't it? No, they were there in 2020 when they lost to Manchester United. But either way, Chelsea in the final. I think it's going to be a very even test, this one. And let's find out if we can recapture the Carabao Cup after losing it last year from our trophy cabinet. And this will be our team to game 4-2-3-1 once again. And this lineup. Henderson is in goal because... as much as I love Onana, I'm sorry, but I think Andre's the better goalkeeper, but Henderson's the more reliable. And in the cup final, I just can't trust Onana. Back four is Goncalves, Kimpembe, Jordi, and Stefano. And in midfield, duos Olenya and McKennie coming back into the team. Attacking midfield trio, Sessegnon on the left, Sterling on the right, and Gonzalez playing through the middle with Maria leading the team out up top today. And on the bench, Onana holding Odriozola, Ward-Prowse, Cameras, Woodburn, and Pedro Antonio. Second and final game, it's the Carabao Cup final as we aim to win it back. Come on, you Bluebirds. And there he is, that Van de Copput, the Valencia, or the former Valencia striker, I should say, with some phenomenal stats. And 8 goals in 23 in the Premier League, 4 in 7 in the Cup competition for Chelsea. And even though the board don't care about this competition, it's always nice to keep on winning silverware once you become a winning team. We've won silverware the past 3 years. I know we won the Community Shield this year, but again, we don't really count that. So I really want to win this and get it back in our trophy count. So I'm going to say to the boys passionately, the fans have been fantastic for us. They're the ones who really pay your wages. Go out there and win this for them. Oh, come on, boys. I have faith in you. I have faith. It just never lets you down. Calm, I have faith, just never lets you down. And it's good to know like what does work. But again, variety is the spice of life. And I would quite like to have a different way of talking to your team and getting different results through that. Because again, if you go assertive, it never does anything individually. And it's so frustrating. Anyway, first highlight falling inside the first minute to Chelsea. And there is that guy, Van de Copput, off the crossbar as we scramble it clear. Tell you what, he is a handful, he is. Corner for Cardiff though. OG takes it. Oh, I thought Maria was going to get the goal in the final as Sterling plays it back to the OG. And the Colombian back to Kimpembe as we try and find an opening here. Gonzalez hangs one up. De Ligt heads it down. Maria brings it down and puts it just wide. Still 0-0. Fast start this. Already got Weston and Raheem on bookings inside the first quarter of an hour. That's troubling for a player that's got poor match sharpness and a player playing in the ball in midfield position where we don't have a backup on the bench as McTominay's not in the squad. Half an hour in, still 0-0. We're dicing with danger here as we have a free kick. Stefano into Carls. And Alenya, the cocky little shit, has his shot easily caught by Kepa. Still 0-0. Corner for Cardiff right before the break. This would be a great time to pounce. And we've done so. We've done so. Jordy and I by Kepa. But Ryan Sessegnon's 8th for the year puts in front right before half-time. And I tell you, he's had a great season for us this year, Sessegnon. You know, I've banged on about his lack of goals and assists in a Cardiff shirt since his first season with us. But that is an easy finish, but we'll take it. But a perfect time to strike right before half-time. That's always a sucker punch to your opponents, but a great bit of confidence heading into the dressing room. 1-0 Cardiff, perfect time to pounce and get the lead there. Right now the boys are motivated and composed in the dressing room. So I think I'm going to say to the boys, don't get complacent out there. In fact, no, yes, no, yeah, no, yes, no. Make sure you see things out and ensure our hands are on the trophy in the match. Make sure you see it out, boys. Make sure you see it out. And now I can calmly tell McKennie and Sterling to also calm it down a little bit as well. Just a real quick tip there. That always seems to work. When you've got a player on a booking at half-time and you've done your overall team talk, if you calmly... Oh, that's Gonzalez. If you calmly tell those boys to calm it down, they very rarely get a booking in the second half and get sent off. So, still 1-0. Second half to begin. Can we hold on to it and reclaim this trophy? Watch McKennie pick up a second yellow card inside the first 5 minutes. Leon Bailey's corner. Bentaker heads it just wide. Still 1-0. Another chance for Chelsea from a set piece. And this time they've taken it. Leon Bailey floats onto the far post. And it's Leon Goretzka who turns it in. Leon to Leon as it's 1-1. And Chelsea back on old terms. Lovely cross to the far post there. The in-swinger catches us off guard. Goretzka gets it in. Henderson possibly could have done better. 1-1. Back all square. Into the final 10 minutes now as well. And I think what I want to do is bring off Sterling on a booking. He's getting quite tired at there too. And bring on James Ward-Prowse, who spent a lot of time playing on the right-hand side for us with the injuries to Jason and Sterling this year. But I think that might well do it for the game unless Chelsea can come from behind to win it here. Moussa Dembele off the bench. Out wide to Calabria. His cross deflected it straight to McCrory. Dembele... Let's go! Fucking goal of the game! And we've let the trophy slip from our grasp as the Blues come from behind to surely win it. The cross deflected. I just knew there'd be a spare blue shirt in the area somewhere. Goretzka found him. Asensio gave it him back. And Leon fires it home. 2-1. I think it's theirs. Right, we may as well go for it now and concede a third goal by chasing it. Let's bring on Vic Camarasa. He's so good at keeping hold of the ball, and I think as well as Maria 6.5. The boy just can't play in big games, man. Let's just really go for it now. Sessegnon left wing back and Woodburn on as an inside forward down that left hand side. May as well, right? And let's see if we can just get one final chance to get ourselves a goal and force an extra time period, but I doubt it now. I think it's over. Last chance, but unfortunately it's not going to come to us. It's going to come to the Blues. Asensio, Bailey, in behind Sessegnon, Henderson with a save. Keeps us in the tie, but there's not enough time anyway. It's still 2-1, and yeah, it's over. Unless, where's Ward-Prowse going? I mean, that was just fucking shit, wasn't it? I mean, don't get me wrong, there was very little option for him, but that doesn't help. That really doesn't help James' fate. Well, the board weren't bothered, and to be fair, I wasn't that bothered until the semis, but either way, it's still disappointing to know that we were leading at half-time, and we've let it slip through our grasp. So, the hunt for a trophy this year will continue. We still mathematically can catch United in the Premier League, although it is, of course, very unlikely. We're still in the FA Cup, although again United away. Very unlikely we'll get through to the quarters. And we are still in the Europa League as well, which again is probably our most important competition now. Other than, of course, trying to qualify for the Champions League via the top four as well. So I'll say to the boys I'm far from pleased because we were leading at half-time. I told the boys to not let the trophy slip, and they did just that. Disappointing second half display. Didn't create a single chance whatsoever, and Chelsea had numerous. So 2 on the final score. That's a very disappointing collapse, that. Very disappointing indeed. I wanted to win it, man. I really wanted it. Our 3rd and 4 that would have been. Nice to reach the final, but sadly counts for nothing. Shame. Big shame. That was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. A big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. Oh, I'm really sad about that. And if you did enjoy the episode, then please drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and your little channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a great evening, and we'll return in the next episode very soon, where you'll see the second leg of that Europa League second knockout round. So, which, to be fair, is a bigger game than the cup final, based on what this competition represents. A chance of silverware, our first European honour, and a ticket to the Champions League next year as well. And, of course, the FA Cup 6th round away at Old Trafford against Manchester United as well. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. That is a really disappointing collapse, that. Really disappointing.